up, everybody? You know what time it is. It's the Real Ones Gaming Podcast. Yes. And it's a special podcast because we got another birthday. We had a birthday last week. We got a birthday this week. Back to backs.
Who was that? Drake that said that back to back?
Yep. So we're going to get straight up into it. We got your usual host. Now, because it's somebody's birthday, they're going to be last, damn it. They can't get all the glory. So we're going to give glory to everybody else first. We ain't just going to give her glory. Bump that. Coming up first. She is out here grinding, doing Lara Croft out here in these streets and whatnot, getting her treasure hunting on. It's Maya.
I'm sorry, y'all. I still hate that game, okay? Because I get stuck. That's the only part I hate. I get stuck. That's it. But yes, good afternoon, good morning, evening, wherever you at. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, okay? I hope you're having a great Sunday. Make sure, you keep your distance, keep your peace, because we just need that right now. We need our peace and our sanity. Please keep wearing masks, washing your hands, hand sanitizer on deck, the whole, 24-ounce bottle, 36-ounce bottle, keep it in your car, your workplace, and at home. But yeah, find me on Twitch at Maya_97. I also stream for the stream team on Wednesdays at 1 o'clock. And as Green said, I do play Tomb Raider. I'm trying to help her finish that game. Yeah. And I'm also on the tweets. You can find me at Maya with 2 A's _97. And yeah.
Alright. And keeping things going. He's out here chilling like a villain. From Jersey. It's King AJ. Or not. Alright, so you can catch King AJ on Twitch. Oh, there you go. Alright, cool.
Oh, no, he's
Oh,
restarted.
man.
He's what?
You back in? There you go.
Alright. You up, sir?
What up? You know who it is. King AJ. I'm back with Family again. Wishing my sister happy birthday. You can always find me on IG at KingAJ_15. You can find me on Twitter at KingAJ_15. You can find me on YouTube at KingAJ15 all in one. And you can find me right here on Twitch at KingAJ_15. You on that 200 grind. And let's keep it moving.
And next up, she out here getting all the money.
I ain't got no money.
Yeah, alright. And she getting the hype trains and donations. Gifts. But it's cool. It's her birthday. She deserves it. She's been doing so much amazing things over the last couple years. Over her lifetime. 84 long years, everybody.
He said long years. Y'all hear that? That was a mistake. He said long years. I just want to point that out.
But I love her, and I hope she enjoys the next 84 years of nice long living.
All this shade is not necessary.
She is the queen of Detroit, and it's her birthday, y'all. So bring out the Stevie Wonder hits. Today, it's Miss Pinky 313.
He said 34 long years and we wish you 84 more.
No. I said 84 long years. You didn't catch it.
Oh, I cried every time. I can't. You know what? Don't. Never mind him. Okay. He didn't have his grinding coffee coat this morning, so it's okay. Innocent plugs.
I had that Folgers.
Oh, good morning, everybody. Well, afternoon now. Happy Sunday, brand new week. You guys make sure you start off on the right feet this week. A lot of us had extended weekend, so take advantage of that extended weekend. Do something that you didn't, do last week. Do it this week. Read that new book or something, or start that new craft. Anything.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you take advantage of it. But yes, guys, you can catch me here on the Twitch at Miss Pinky 313. Also on Twitter, Miss Pinky 313 play _ and on YouTube 313 Miss Pinky. Yeah. I can't believe he shaded me like that, y'all. That was shade. That was the whole palm tree, okay? It is right here next to me, looking at me in my face.
It's all love, though. I gotta tease you on your birthday. If any year, it's gotta be on your birthday.
Yeah, that's true. So you make sure you get all the old jokes out now. I low-key started, because I was rubbing my knees. I'm like, ooh. I was about, you know how I always say, oh man, my knee hurt. I was about to say that. I said, nope, I'm not going to say that out loud. You just keep it to yourself.
Arthritis about to set in like a motherfucker.
Right.
Said, oh, you a year older today? Right. Oh, let's go ahead and add these bad knees to the list.
Couple more aches and pains won't hurt.
The AARP card is right around the corner. We'll be getting discounts on towing and everything.
Oh yes, towing. Need it.
All right.
Just glasses. How about that? Give me that. Get blind.
And I am your lovable and majestic panda, Greensp. Y'all know where to catch me. Twitch, Greensp _ the Twitters and the Instagram, Greensp _ R1G. I don't really have any big things coming up. I'm back into YouTubing. I took a hiatus because I got a brand new computer and I need to learn everything and find the programs and do all of that. Before I was just using Share Factory on the PlayStation to do my videos, and it shows.
Would you say and it shows?
It does.
It's good though.
Yeah, they're good, but it shows. Like, it shows that I had to put time and effort in the Share Factory. Yeah. Share Factory ain't supposed to do some of the things I did. I had to find some, back ways. I'm sure PlayStation was like, hold on, wait a minute. We gave y'all this shit? When the fuck did you learn to do this shit with our program? Hold on, you must have hacked it.
Right. FBI knocked at your door. Sir, this was not meant for that.
But yeah, I got some stuff. I actually came up with a new weekly plan. I think the best thing about coming up with being a content creator is your schedule always fucking changes.
Always. Always.
So I think I got a good week schedule for like the next month at least, where during the weekends I'm going to be making a whole shit ton of YouTube videos, and then I'm just going to schedule them to come out during the week to kind of give you guys something to watch every day. Other than that, I'm doing grown folks business. We looking for a house. Yeah, we want to get our purchase on. We want to get our Miss Pinky on.
Shut up.
We're looking at the state of the culture out in these streets. And, houses look like, they coming down a little bit. So, we're going to put our money in the bucket too. But other than that, yeah, just check me out everywhere. You can check me out here, RealOnesGaming, on Saturdays for the stream team. We played Marvel Avengers, which we'll talk about in a little bit. And yeah, that's it. Chilling. All right. So, speaking of which, let's get into the games. Let's get into some free stuff. Maya, what is the free stuff for Twitch?
So, free stuff for this month is Octonauts.
Mm-hmm.
I said Octonauts. Autonauts. I'm so sorry, y'all. Pump BMX Pro, Effie or Efi. I don't know how they pronounce it. It could go either way.
Yeah, I would say
Effie. Yeah. Tiny Troopers Joint Ops and Outcast Second Contact. Octonauts, Lord.
Okay. And AJ, why don't you tell us about the PlayStation?
Hold on.
But yeah, the Autonauts, I don't know. I don't know. Because I still don't get Prime again, so I think I might get it. It looks fun.
Han said she was excited about Octonauts.
Yeah.
Nah, you don't get no octopuses around here. And shout out to everybody out there. I see Boggs in the chat. I see Han in the chat. I see Bridge in the chat. I saw RJ in the chat too. And if you're listening and you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or any kind of podcast site, you can actually join in on the interaction on the Real Ones Gaming podcast Sunday, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Every Sunday, actually. Right here on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Real Ones Gaming. You can also look in the description for all of those links. And you can also see all the links to everybody that you hear on the podcast. Isn't that interesting and wonderful? Mm-hmm.
Well, while we taking this little intermission, okay, Pinky, are you ready? Are you
I'm ready.
ready? All right. All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Maya.
Out here with a full ass concert. Ain't that something? Spotify about to be like, yeah, so we want a deal on that too. I'm about to offer you a little bit of money for all of your content.
I need all of that. You ready, AJ?
Nah, I think he's having some issues. It's okay. I'll do the PlayStation Plus ones until while he gets his fix. So for PlayStation, you can get PlayStation Plus now. Street Fighter 5, which is, everybody's favorite fighting genre. What do you call it? Game, I guess. Street Fighter has always been everybody's fighting game. And PUBG. I played Street Fighter 5. It's cool. I think it's gonna take me a while to get used to it. And PUBG is cool. I think that's also gonna take me a while. But these are two AAA, caliber games, for free for this month. So if you never played any of them and you always wanted to, now's the time to pick it up. Or at least put it in your library and save it until you do get the urge to, play either one.
Yeah. I could have sworn, but I guess it was H1 or what was it great? H1Z1?
Yeah, H1Z1 is still free. But if I believe correctly, H1Z1 was like a mod for PUBG or something. Okay. And
so that's why I get mixed up a lot.
Yeah, they're basically the same thing. They're just like, different stuff.
Like,
I don't know.
Kind of.
Yeah. But you can get the original PUBG right now for free. Yeah. yeah, good gifts, good gifts. Pinky, how about you? What's down for Xbox?
Everything. Say no. So basically, we have for Xbox Tom Clancy's The Division. That's available now until September 30th on Xbox One. And then you have the Books of Unwritten Tales 2. That's not available until the 16th of September. So you got from the 16th to October 15th on Xbox One. So mark your calendars for that one. The Blob 2, and that's available now until the 15th. So you got a short time, so go ahead and get on that now. And that's available for Xbox One and Xbox 360. Armed and Dangerous, that's available not until the 16th of September to the 30th. So mark your calendars for that one. And that's available for the Xbox One and the Xbox 360.
And just to make sure everyone is clear, Pinky was joking about that everything. Did. Don't go to your local GameStop just picking up fucking Xbox games and walking out the door. And when the guy asks you, "What are you doing?" Everything is free,
Right.
according to RealOnesGaming. No, she was joking. You're gonna have to pay for that, sir.
Right.
Go ahead and put that on your credit card.
Oh God.
But yeah.
Can you imagine? Just walking up in the store.
Look.
Let me get all of this. Let me get all these things.
Rich said Pinky told me to do it. And the police gonna be like, well, you're gonna have to talk to Pinky then.
Right.
Because you're going to jail.
Right, you going to jail today.
Because she famous.
Like, you going to jail, boy. His voice.
And y'all know what time it is. Yes, settle down, children. Settle down. Maya, this is your class. Teach them.
All right, my lovely students. So today we are going to learn. Yes, I know sometimes we don't like learning, but we learn new things every single day. Okay. So just add this to your calendar, your agenda, notepad, your science book, or matter of fact, no, your gaming notebook. Yes. And this is what I kind of find really interesting is that, so we already know, like, Super Mario Brothers, they had, their own movie. It was their first movie, right? Right. Okay, cool. So little did I know that Tom Hanks actually campaigned to be in the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Mm-hmm.
But but at the time he didn't have enough, as you youngins say, clout, right?
Hanks didn't have enough clout back in the day like that. I thought he did.
Yeah.
I remember that movie came out in like they wrote it in the 80s.
Right.
The late 80s. So at that time, he had only had like a couple movies out there.
Movies out. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
So,
Huh?
yeah, so they didn't cast him because he didn't have a big profile, if you will. So yeah, I didn't know that. That would have been very interesting though to see Tom Hanks and
Mario Brothers. Yeah, that I would love to see that.
Yeah, that was real interesting.
It'd be weird. A little bit, yeah, it'd be weird.
I wonder who he would play though.
You probably would go. I think he was probably going for the Mario role, but I can't see him as Mario.
He could have won. I think back then though, he could have won as Luigi easily.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of tall and skinny back then.
Right.
He said he was tall and skinny. Shoot, he could have did Waluigi, but I don't think Waluigi was around that time.
It was. He's talking about the one that everybody hates the most. That movie. Either way, and that movie was done horribly wrong. So it's probably best in Tom Hanks' interest that he was not in that goddamn movie.
Yeah.
Or else he would have never been fucking Forrest Gump. He would have never been any of that shit. So it's probably good. You dodged a huge bullet, sir.
That's true.
Because
Could you
they would have
imagine
sucked.
Tom Hanks not being Forrest Gump just because doing that movie, Mario
Oh
Brothers
gosh. The
Man.
whole universe would blow up. Like,
movie?
Trust me, Tom, that is not something you want in your resume anymore. Because think about who played Mario and Luigi. When's the last time you've seen them?
It's been a minute.
You seen John, I always get his
John,
last name.
Yeah, you
His-
see him everywhere.
John Leguizamo,
Something like
lasagna, whatever.
How you respect that man like that? You're
You see him in a very few things, but they're nowhere near Tom Hanks' caliber of fucking movies. They're okay, and I think he's a comedian, a stand-up comedian too.
Yeah.
Um,
Is he? You talking about John, right?
Yeah, he's in like a lot of stuff, but they're never like.
I don't think he
They're
ever
never
did
like-
a special or anything like that, right?
No, he did. He got it. I think he's on Netflix. I think he has a Netflix special. I think.
He might. I might have came across it.
I know he was on HBO for a while.
Mm-hmm.
He does have a lot of jobs. Like he is in a lot of things. However, they're not nowhere near Tom Hanks' caliber of shit.
No. I say that. No.
Tom Hanks dodged a huge bullet with that fucking movie. And I don't even know who played Mario, but I haven't seen him in a while. Was it Cheech?
No.
Either way, that movie was horrible.
No. Oh.
Either way, that movie was horrible. That movie was despicable and beyond. Just Bob Hoskins. That don't even sound like an Italian plumber.
Yeah.
Hello, my name
But
is
you
Bob
gotta remember
Hoskins.
too, a lot of Latinos in the industry, they changed their last name. What's his name? He has AIDS now.
Wow.
He was out here banging the beats.
That should start a fame. Start a fame. He got AIDS now. That's why he's famous.
What is his name? His dad is in the industry too.
That's a lot of people right now.
Sheen.
Charlie Sheen?
Charlie Sheen. There you go. He changed his last name. Oh, him and his daddy. But his brother didn't. His brother didn't change his last name.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, they do that a lot in the industry. My dad was telling me about that years ago, and he said it was the reason because I guess they weren't hiring. You know, of course, you had to be a certain color to get hired, so to change your last name to kind of blend in.
Yeah, but
I didn't know that he was Latino. I didn't know that. You know, based on the last name, I didn't know that.
But when I saw that movie, I was like, wait a minute. Aren't the Mario brothers Latino? I mean, Italian?
Yeah.
I was like, this man is clearly Latino. He clearly doesn't give a shit about spaghetti and meatballs.
You stupid.
How do I know that? Because they kept referencing spaghetti and meatballs. And I'm like, Italians have more than just spaghetti and meatballs, my guy. Like,
Right. Right.
That's probably why it went to shit, because it's just like, you got a lot of people watching, and I'm pretty sure, everybody has more common sense from like, okay, that's not all Italians eat. You know what I'm saying? They don't just eat all pasta either. So it's just like kind of like a stereotypical type of thing. People just like, nah, we're not here for it. So,
well, to give him some credit, spaghetti and meatballs and pizza was like the thing in the 90s for some reason.
Yeah.
So,
like a new invention or something.
yeah. Like pizza was everywhere and spaghetti and meatballs was literally everywhere too.
Mm-hmm.
Even when you look at the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, when
Yeah, I
they had the
remember
big
that.
plate of spaghetti and
Oh,
meatballs and he was running away from the
yeah.
meatball. So I get
That's
it.
not my movie.
But anyway, let's get into the stories. We got some short stories for y'all real quick. So this Wednesday, September 9th, the Cold War multiplayer is going to be revealed. Call of Duty,
I
Black
can't
Ops.
wait.
They need to shorten that title,
Oh,
man. That's too
The
many.
Cold,
The Call
well,
of
I'm
Duty
just gonna
game.
call it Cold War. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call
This
it. I'm not gonna say Call of Duty Cold War. No,
it's
it's
too many
Cold
yeah.
semicolons, man.
Oh,
It's Call
mhm.
of Duty colon
War.
Black Ops colon Cold War. Like no,
Right.
let's just call it Cold War, yo. Come on,
Yeah, that's
stop
what I'm
this.
just gonna call it that. Yeah, just Cold War.
But
Mhm.
the multiplayer is going to be revealed September 9th. That should be cool. Usually we have to wait like a couple months in between the actual reveal and the multiplayer reveal, but they waited so fucking late to fucking tell us what the fuck is going on that I guess they had to do it within like 2 weeks of each other. Um, what up, Sage? Tell me I'm coming to collect my rent money. Whatever.
Mhm.
I'm coming to collect my rent money. Where's my money? All right,
Mhm.
AJ. Just keep trying, and we'll we'll be here. AJ's having some technical difficulties right now. So, in other news, the Mario Brothers 35th anniversary edition is coming up. Comes up with 3 games. The only one I care about is Mario 64, to be quite honest with y'all. But it also has Mario Galaxy, and what was the third game?
I
Do y'all know?
think pretty much
Super
everybody.
Mario Sunshine.
Mm,
My favorite. Oh my god. See,
Mario Sunshine.
yes,
yeah,
this is why I
so
want to Switch so I could get it. I want Super Mario Sunshine.
so Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy. And I must admit, I have not played near nada. I would love to play all of them.
I
Oh,
I played Mario 64.
I played 64. Actually, I played all of them. Not so much Galaxy, because Galaxy was just like, it's okay. Like, it's a cute concept, but it's just like, it's not as bomb as Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine.
You know what? I
So,
lied. I did play Galaxy. I did. I played Galaxy 1 and 2.
I played, I think I played both, but it was like, I kind of did like like the beta mode. When games first come out, when you only get to a certain point, and like, okay, now you gotta wait till the game releases, or you can pre-order here. Yeah, that's how I did like the beta of it, my beta of it. I want to play it for like a little bit. Like, all right, I'm done. I don't want to play this anymore. It's good. It's fine.
That's
Yeah,
Sage says
but
some all Mario games are great and important. About to take this man's game. Look, I played Mario 64 and I played fucking Galaxy.
oh my
Anything
god.
after that was like, I'm PlayStation. Sorry. Like,
Oh my god. Super Mario Sunshine is literally the bomb. Okay, the my people know who played it. Y'all know it's the bomb. Just like um, what was it? Was it Mario Kart 64? Bomb. Okay, I even like Double Dash. Bomb. All right, like it's Mario's just my jam.
I,
Jam.
I think I think where I stopped was when they came out with GameCube, only because I saw that it had a handle to it. And I was like, what the fuck are you about to do with this handle, my guy? Like, is this a lunchbox? Like, what are you doing? Like, take the shit off.
It's honestly, because I use the handle, is to like say you're moving, right? You can use the handle to pick it up and safely like wrap it and stuff like that. Put it, safely put it somewhere. At least that's what I use it for. I don't know what anybody else will use it
I
for.
mean, you can pick it up with one hand. It's a little ass box. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, you got people that got butterfingers. Me, okay, I'm the person that got butterfingers, right? So I really appreciate that they put that handle right there because, man, listen, all right, people got slippery fingers. I'm not gonna go into depth why, but people got slippery fingers. Okay, last thing you want to do is break your brand new GameCube when it first came out, right? And now you just SOL.
I think Nintendo
So
got lazy and they just don't want to make it. They was like,
no,
they was
I
like, look at
don't
this
think so.
PlayStation design. It's nice and sleek. Hey, look at the Xbox. Coming out. It's pretty nice. What do you want to do for Nintendo? Just make a fucking box. I don't give a shit. Does it work?
But that was
Cool.
the best box of my childhood though. Okay, besides like the like Super Nintendo, even though that wasn't a box, it the GameCube was the best box that ever happened to me as a kid. Okay,
Never
so
owned
all the Mario games,
Han said.
so
Han said the portability of the GameCube was revolutionary.
you know. And now they making it even more portable. They're making a portable GameCube now without the handle. So there you go, Green. Your wish came true.
We ain't gonna sit here and pretend like GameCube did what the fucking Xbox Series X is doing now, just in a smaller scale. It looks like a fucking box, yo. It's a box.
Well,
If I
yeah,
put
that's
two
why
of
it's
them bitches
called
together, that's an
GameCube.
Xbox.
That's why it's called GameCube. It's supposed to look like a box.
Nah, it wasn't. They were just like, okay, just make it a fucking box, throw all the shit in it. What are we gonna call it?
Cube.
GameCube. I don't know. I don't give a fuck.
But hey, GameCube became popular. So I mean, it is what it is.
It was like they'll buy it anyway. Just fucking call it the cube. Get it out of here. Put a handle on it.
But that
Make it feel
startup
important.
though, that startup though, man, listen, I be jamming to it, okay? Jamming to it every time. Sometimes I be even get a little crazy. I'll just turn it off and turn it back on just to hear um, the little turn on sound. That's how in love I was with the GameCube. It was just, it was my thing. Played all the Mario games. That's where I fell in love with not Mario per se, but Mario games. Um, I was always a Yoshi fan. Okay,
What up,
and
Otaku Man?
Who?
yeah,
Otaku
what?
Man. Y'all don't see Otaku
Oh,
Man in the chat?
hold on.
He's right there.
Literally a dog.
I mean, he's red in my screen. I don't know what color he is on y'all's.
He said it's
Blue.
I mean,
Yes.
I'm not disagreeing with you, Han. Xbox is literally a box. Like it is.
It's a Sims trash can. That's it. That's what we calling it. A Sims trash can. That may sound like hate, but no, that's literally what it looks like. If y'all have the Sims 4 game, y'all know which trash can I'm talking about. That futuristic little box that you can get $10 if you dump your trash in there. That's the one I'm talking about. Y'all know which one I'm talking about.
I heard the funniest joke about Nintendo when someone said, "I wonder why they call it a Nintendo Switch," and then somebody answered like, "Oh, so because you can switch it from a handheld to the TV." And then somebody came in there like, "Nah, it's because you're gonna want to switch it to a fucking PlayStation as you play it." I was
Hey,
like, "Damn."
Oh, see, they didn't even have to do that. They didn't have to go there.
hilarious.
I was like, "Wow."
They didn't have to go there. Like,
Shit was hilarious though.
Nintendo be doing their own thing. You leave them alone. They are family friendly. They don't smoke. Let them live their best life. Period.
Oh man, that shit was hilarious.
Kid.
Even thinking about it again makes my eyes tear up just a little bit.
he didn't have to do all of that. He didn't have to go there.
That shit was amazing. All right, so in other news, well, y'all can pick up that 35th anniversary, and you said it was limited time, like until March, right?
Yeah.
For the hold on, let me go back. Just So the Super Mario 3D All Stars collection will arrive on September 18th, and it will be removed from the sale shelves or virtual shelves, if you will, at the end of March. So yes,
Okay.
don't get on.
So make sure y'all Nintendo fans, if you want that game, you better go get it now.
Yeah.
I'm
Cause that
trying, but the government taking forever with my check. Okay, I'm trying.
we ain't getting that check. I just thought about it. We
No,
ain't
I
getting that shit.
you think positive because I need that.
We ain't
I
getting
need
that
it.
shit.
Oh, mm-mm.
I feel because they had what they had like 3 months to discuss everything, and now the 3 months is up, and y'all still can't make a decision. Somebody doing this crap on purpose. Somebody lying.
Somebody.
Right.
Somebody doing something.
They ain't coming
'Cause
out with
this
that
should
shit.
not take that long to make a decision.
He told us 4 or 5 years ago he was gonna build a wall and make fucking Mexico pay for that shit, and not a brick was protecting us. Mexico ain't getting not a bill. They
The
said
block.
go fuck yourself.
We needed to build a wall against Corona. We didn't know that shit was gonna happen. That's the
Yeah.
least of our problems.
He ain't gonna give y'all shit. But anyway, other news. And this is serious, guys, because this is a serious thing. One of our greatest heroes, as childhood heroes, whether you're a Marvel or DC fan, one of our heroes is in dire need. He has come up with so many things. He's come up with ways to stop Superman if he had ever, came to want to destroy us. Um, he has come up with ways to cure a lot of diseases. However, the current Batman, he's got COVID.
Yeah, yeah.
Robert Pattinson has been
Which is wow.
diagnosed with COVID. Production has stopped on the new Batman movie. Um, yeah,
That is
so
wow.
I'm pretty sure that the release date they just came out with a couple weeks ago, yeah, they're gonna push that back. I'm looking. I'm telling y'all now.
Yeah,
So if you thought that shit was coming out next year, think again.
yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna put that link in the chat for everybody, just in case they want to read on it. Let me put
yeah.
that in there for you boys. Straight up.
And actually, a lot of celebrities announced that they had COVID at some point recently. The Rock said him and his family
Yeah,
actually
the
were,
family.
yeah,
Yeah.
had COVID and they recovered. I don't know if that means he had symptoms and he just came back from it or what, but or
No,
if
they all.
he just got tested positive and nothing happened.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
So he was talking about it on the radio, and he was saying that they didn't get the drastic end of the stick. It was more minor. The his daughters, they got like the what is the migraine portion, and I think he said him and his wife, they had like the what did they had? I think he said that they had like the cough kind of, that part, but they didn't get. It wasn't full blown. They needed to be in the hospital. They only had like the minor side effects of it, and they I don't know if they have like personal doctors or anything like that, but they said that like y'all said they are recovering. They are feeling better. And he said it was actually their friends that gave it to them because they're friends that came over, and so they got it from one of their friends. They're not disclosing who, but he was just saying to be careful. Make sure you wear your mask around your friends. Around your family, just at all times, unless you're eating or showering. Common sense stuff.
Right.
So,
Mm.
yeah.
I feel you. mm. Let me look at the chat, make sure everything's good. Bog says you talking about the new Batman, yeah. Look forward to that movie. Bridge says shouldn't have been in production during the damn pandemic anyway.
True. True. Very true.
I mean, yeah, you got to work, man. You got to work. People done said like, we can't keep just being in the house. I mean, technically speaking, had we been in the house for a good
Like
amount
we
of
were
time,
supposed to. Yeah, like we were supposed to.
for 2 weeks,
Yeah.
it would have been over. However, because it
We got
wasn't,
that.
then we got to kind of live with this shit. For instance, there's a whole bunch of people traveling for Labor Day weekend. They just actually, I was watching CNN,
Mm-hmm.
and they had like this big motorcycle thing in I want to say it was North Dakota,
Mm-hmm.
but I could be wrong. It was in one of those states that no one goes to. But they had a big motorcycle gathering, and I remember me and Mrs. Panda were actually watching CNN like a couple weeks prior to that, and they were talking about the motorcycle and how dangerous it was to have that kind of convention.
Yeah.
And they were like, "No, we're out here. We know we're not gonna catch corona, and it's we're well protected. It's gonna be social distancing. It's not gonna be as many people as they keep saying it's gonna be." Fast forward to a couple days ago, hundreds of cases from that convention.
I remember
Hmm.
that. I think
Dang.
you told me that I looked on the news and seen it. I was like, oh, okay.
They didn't say 100. They said hundreds. Okay, of people got COVID that weekend, and that's just people that got reported.
Right.
Right.
That's
What about the people who don't even know they got COVID?
Mm-hmm.
Because you can carry the shit and not even know.
Mhm.
So I
Yeah.
mean,
Like, bruh.
Crazy.
and Otaku Man, you actually hit something because that was actually our next one. The Witcher 3 is coming to next gen.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. That was right on our notes too.
Unfortunately, I have not played it, and
Mhm.
I have not watched anybody play it from top to bottom. I've seen snippets of it, but I don't know. I'm just not really interested in it like that.
Yeah. It's not my type of game, if you will. It's not my thing.
It's right up there
And
with Red Dead Redemption 2 to me. To be honest with you,
Ever.
you gotta be in that shit, man. You got to be in that shit.
well, it's a grindy type of game.
That shit is it's good, but it's gonna be on PlayStation 5. As far as I know, PlayStation 5. And that's amongst the other announcement that Nvidia came out with a new graphics card, and that shit is expensive as fuck. Um, when I saw the 1,000 comma, I was like, "Oh no, I'm cool. Too rich for my blood."
I was about, well, I was about to say expensive, or like expensive, like expensive is like 2,000 something. Expensive is just like maybe like 800, 850 somewhere. At least that's my type of expensive.
No, that
But
shit
okay,
that shit was more than my whole gaming PC right now, okay? That shit
dang,
was
yeah,
way
that's
too
enough.
much for my blood. Alright, I was like, alright, cool. Y'all fucking around with just the card. $1,500 for a fucking graphics card. Suck a dick. Like,
You know how much I could do for $1,500? Oh
you
my
can
god,
buy a whole streaming PC for $1,500.
yeah.
That works good. Like, and plays all the games you want to play for less than
You
fifteen
can get
hundred.
a whole gaming setup depending on your budget. Okay.
That is a mortgage payment, bro. Like, fucking talking about some $1,500 for a graphic card. Nah, I'm cool. That's for them rich
Shoot,
people.
that's a car right there.
Riches.
Yeah, that's too high for my blood, man. But that also comes. Fortnite announced that they're using the RTX graphics in Nvidia. So that's good. I don't know what that's gonna do for the pre-existing version of Fortnite. I don't know if they're saying that the next season is gonna be utilizing the NVIDIA software or not, but we'll see. Um, yeah, and I think that's all we got for the quick notes. Yeah, that was all the quick stories. There's some other things going on, but that was it. Let's get into our main stories. We got two. We're gonna go through them real quick. First one, Marvel Avengers released this Friday. But for me, it released Tuesday because I dropped that extra $10. Money ain't a thing in this house.
You dropped that. Dun, dun, dun.
Right.
Ain't that something when you guys say ain't money ain't a thing for dropping 10 measly fucking dollars?
Especially when you're a dog.
So yeah, it was released Friday, but it actually came out on Tuesday for the early access. No one else played it but me. Apparently.
Yeah, he's the only one who's a test.
I played the beta. I played like the demo, and honestly, I like it. I like it a lot.
They fixed a lot of bugs really quick. I didn't notice that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give it a Crystal Dynamics. You guys pay attention and you fix things quick. It's still some bugs in it, but y'all fix it quick, and I like that. Bollock said it's a short game. Yes and no. Yes and no. It's.
I was because I don't think so. Because when I played, when I was playing the demo, that seemed like a really, really long demo.
Well, I think he's talking about just the story mode in itself.
Oh, yeah.
The story mode is kind of short. I think I beat it in 2 days. So I finished it. I got it Tuesday and streamed it Tuesday, and I beat it Wednesday. Yeah, so it was like 2 days. But the great thing about the Marvel's Avengers game is that it's not the main core of it is not just the story mode. It's the whole game in its core. It's a multiplayer game. That's what I put it. Think of it like Division 2 and Destiny 2.
Mm-hmm.
As time progresses, because they have a whole plan, there's going to be expansions, there's going to be DLC characters, there's going to be a whole bunch of other stuff, including more additions to the story in this whole. So they have something called the Marvel Avengers Initiative, which is like the multiplayer base, where you kind of do these missions, and they're all connected to a story. There's some stuff you do for S.H.I.E.L.D. There's some stuff you do for each individual character. In their story arc, like they have a story about there being a fake Thor that's running around doing shit, and you have to do it's like an imposter Thor, and you gotta do these certain missions to find out who it is and whatever. So it's like that, and then you always, every time you play a mission, you can unlock new gear, and they're color coded just like any other RPG game. It's like green, blue, purple, and gold. And you can upgrade your character, change their abilities. You can go through the whole story game without even unlocking all of your full potential abilities. Like you'll have like maybe one row of the skill tree unlocked when you finish the story mode. And it's like at least 5 or 6 or 7 rows of skill trees. So it's a lot of shit to do. It's a lot. And these aren't just like you're just worried about one character. You have to do this with all 6.
At this, or it's not at the same time, right?
I mean, you got to do them like however you want to do them. You can change characters and everything.
But they kind of coincide with each other.
Yeah. So I mean,
like
you
they
can
kind of weave into each other at some point.
Yeah, and the great thing about it is it's fully co-op.
Oh.
So you can play with 4 players, up to 4. You can play with up to 3 of your friends, including yourself. So that's 4. and y'all can choose whatever character you want out of the original 6. They're gonna have some DLC. They announced Black Panther. They announced Kate Bishop. Spider-Man, of course, is a PlayStation exclusive. A lot of people were upset about that.
Why?
Who gives a fuck?
Why are you upset about that?
Because they want Spider-Man on all consoles, which I can address now. Because it seems like I'm the only one that be thinking about these fucking things. I be having conversations with you Xbox and PC players, and you motherfuckers never think the way that I do. Anyway, because I think ahead of time. I already know what the deal is. So let me. Yes, it is. But let me break this down to y'all. Marvel sold the rights of Spider-Man to Sony. Why the fuck do you think that Sony would ever give y'all Spider-Man?
They won't do it.
They're giving
They
you
would have
shit.
to pay a pretty penny for that. They would have to pay a really, really good penny for that.
Yeah.
Now, if it was a Spider-Man game, like solely a Spider-Man game, then yeah, I can kind of see how Sony would do it.
Right.
But seeing that it's a Crystal Dynamic game, they're not going to give them the character and be like, oh yeah, you can use it for all 3 systems and we're not going to make money off of it. Get the fuck out of here. Like, no.
They're going to make that money.
They're going to say, no, well, you know what? Since we got the rights to Spider-Man, go ahead and throw that in for just PlayStation. But what about Xbox? Fuck them.
Yeah.
Have Microsoft buy a fucking character from Marvel and then we'll talk.
Because they're not going to do that. They want all the coins from top to bottom. Oh, you want Spider-Man? You want to pay XXXXXX amount for this one.
Yeah.
Because they're not just going to hand that over.
And this is one of the... Well, I mean, this is going to be one of their launch titles for PS5 too. Oh, get the fuck out of here. No, we ain't going to give you no fucking Spider-Man. And it's not the first time that anyone has done this. If anybody remembers, Soul Calibur. On the Xbox 360, I think it was. Who had fucking Yoda? Yeah. Xbox. PlayStation didn't have that shit.
They didn't. Nope, they didn't.
So I mean, it's been going on. It's not new.
I mean, and that's the thing. It's this whole thing is nothing new. Like the system, how they bring it up, it's not new at all. They've been doing this from the beginning of time. Trust me.
Yeah, I mean, and I think we should honestly go back to that shit. Like, I'm tired of Crash Bandicoot being on all systems. No, sometimes you gotta say, go fuck yourselves. This is for us. We had a decision to make. And it's the same way in every generation. When we look down the line at everything, the reason why, Xbox has their conference and PlayStation has their conference and Nintendo has their conference is to let us know what they plan to do in the future. And to allow you the time to get connected with these characters ahead of time. And then you sit there and you think about which system you're going to buy. We decided, no, Sony got a lot of stuff that, personally affect me. So I'm going to go ahead and buy this PlayStation.
Like, I want it.
Yeah. And so we're enjoying the characters. And there's certain games that's on Xbox that I will honestly say, I'll be like, that looks interesting. Not interesting enough for me to pay the Xbox, but you know what? It looks interesting. And if I wanted to buy the Xbox, I could buy it anytime. I can buy it today if I want to. But I don't want it. So, okay. And that's the whole point. You gotta... These things are designed to make the companies money. If they weren't going to make these decisions, there wouldn't be so many different gaming companies. And we probably wouldn't have half of the shit that we have now.
Right.
So, competition is good. These exclusive deals are good. They're good in the long run. Because what they're going to do is promote innovation. And they're going to promote creativity.
Yes.
And differences. If y'all just want everybody to have the same goddamn game, then what's the point of having different systems? They can just all come together and make one big system and just call it a fucking day.
Right.
So...
And that's not going to happen.
Box said, I heard you won't play Spider-Man until next year. Yeah, it comes out early 2021, the DLC. Black Panther, I believe, comes out later this year, I think.
Oh, okay.
along with Kate Bishop. Hawkeye's supposed to come out. And then they're supposed to just be adding new characters ever so often. Along with I think expansion packs. And those come out pretty frequently. Like I said, it's gonna be like Division 2. It's gonna be like Destiny 2. So, it's an ongoing story. Can it last the 3-4 years? I mean, only time will tell. But I can tell you this: the game is good. The game is fun. It's good. They definitely took a good route with it. I know we talked about when they first revealed the first trailer for it, how the characters didn't look anything like the comics, but they changed it dramatically. You can tell that the comic books were a big influence on this game, and they stuck true to their nature. So I'm happy with the game. I love it. I play that shit every day.
Yeah, I can tell. I've been watching his streams here on Twitch, y'all, and I think it was basically all week you streamed it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it was pretty from what because I was streaming during his time frame, so I wasn't able to catch it live. But I was watching, some of the VODs, and it looks really really good, y'all. The game looks really really good.
Now y'all all heard what she said, right? She was streaming during my time frame. I just want to make that sure. Record that, clip that, please. Thank you.
Don't get it twisted.
No. You already said it. It's my timeline. She took my timeline.
No. No one took your timeline.
The debate is over. You admitted it. We are good.
No. Don't you believe it?
Oh, Otaku Man said, I like the fight mechanics. Yeah, the fight mechanics are good. The powers are good. I like the leveling up system. Changing out the gears and upgrading the gears as well is very nice. Finding resources to upgrade them and stuff. I like that most of the stuff is cosmetics. You don't really need to partake in buying stuff unless you want to. If you bought the $70 one, they already gave you like 1,000 in-game currency.
Oh, that's nice.
Which is enough to get like an emote or something like that.
Oh, okay. Nothing spectacular per se, but you get something.
No, but you can it's kind of like Fortnite, how like if you really wanted to, you can play the free battle pass and get VC and just save it up until you want to get the premium battle pass or whatever. Okay. It's kind of like that. You really don't need to buy in-game currency. You can play the game and you'll get it. Each character has its own technical battle pass. So you can get costumes, you can get emotes, you can get banners, you can get money, you can get resources. So all you gotta do is complete challenges throughout the thing. And they're like easy challenges. It's like beat 50 bots or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And they just work towards those individual battle passes.
Okay.
So right now there's 6 different ones. So that's cool. I like that. 6 different battle passes you can work towards. So I mean, you got the money, go pick up Marvel Avengers. Support. We always say there's bad comic book games and stuff, and we always, make fun of it, but this is a good one. So pick it up. Shit. Fuck it. Anything else y'all want to say about this game?
I don't think I personally will pick it up. Because it's not my cup of tea, but I will continue watching Green play it and enjoy it from his point of view.
Well, I mean, Pinky, you have it.
Yeah, but I'm not going to play it.
Why not?
I mean, it's not my cup of tea. I mean, I'll play it with you, but for me, just to be, fandangling with it, I probably won't.
We can get 4 people together and go smash some stuff. Yeah.
Blow up the world. Blow it up.
Yeah, shit. Fuck it. What about you, Maya?
I'm excited, to be honest.
You gonna pick it up?
I would have to say my favorite person to play with so far is Kamala.
Yeah, I
'Cause
noticed that. They do make
yeah,
you make her the favorite, don't they?
Oh, they kind of
hmm
like force her on
Yeah,
you.
kinda, yeah.
Like, you gonna play her,
yeah,
goddamn
yeah,
it.
Like they kind of make it really easy to just like for her to be your favorite. Like,
yeah.
That's
I like
she's
her. Her Mr. Fantastic powers. You just be stretching and like her supersonic clap, yo, like
what? Wait a
hmm
minute, I heard clap. Booty clap or clap clap?
she
wow.
okay. So
Said that thunderclap. Okay, I'm here for it. I might have to
pretty
play it
much that's
green.
what it is.
Wow.
So what she does is she stretch out her arms. You know that, like I said, she's kind of like Mr. Fantastic. She stretch out her arms, and she can make her hands really like huge, and just do a huge like what is it, like a sound wave clap.
hmm
Boom, together. All the enemies dead. I said, you know what? Yes, I support this all the way. I want to do this. Just have a sonic boom clap. Just
Right.
And the weird part about it is though is that um she's the hero of the fucking game.
mm-hmm.
She's like the main person in the game.
Yeah.
So
She's Ms. Marvel, right? Or something like that.
yeah, her name is Miss Marvel as the hero, and the way they explain it in the game is simply she was in love with, well, not in love, let me not do that. She
Oh, she's.
loves Captain Marvel. That was her favorite hero.
Oh.
And they reference Captain Marvel quite a few times, but Captain Marvel never shows up in the game, so I don't know why. Um, maybe she's a character that comes into the, I don't know, DLC character maybe. But technically speaking, Captain Marvel is kind of like, you know how like Superman is the most powerful hero in the DC universe.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
supposedly what Marvel's trying to say about Captain Marvel.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's powerful. Which I.
That I've been getting that vibe for the last couple of years now. Like they are really pushing Captain Marvel to be like
Mm-hmm.
that Omega. Um,
Yeah, the end all be all.
yeah, like no one can beat her.
Right.
Like, all right, calm down, calm down.
Enough of you.
Thanos did slap the shit out of her, so I don't know. Like,
I thought we were gonna erase that from our memory, but okay, go off.
I mean, she had her badass moments, but at the end of the day, Thor did kind of smack the shit out of her. So I would. And the Sage gonna say, yeah. Cut to the chase. What's the review score? You want a review score? Okay, cool. Out of 10, 1 to 10, 1 being sucky, 10 being damn near perfect. I give it a 8.5.
Okay.
I give
I
it an
give it
8.5.
Yeah, I agree with that. Just from looking at it and watching the gameplay and stuff, because it's different between playing it and actually being interested in watching it. And I watched it, so yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I give it like an 8.5. Yeah. If they fix some of the bugs, I'll even move it up to a 9. Other than that, it's good.
Okay.
I can definitely see them coming out with a sequel.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me see. Sage said, Bridge says, well, why is she talking about Captain Marvel? Come so damn late and defeat Thanos and shit.
She did. She was late as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like taking a coffee break or something.
It's Sage
A
said, and
long
Superman gets
time.
his ass beat by Darkseid and Doomsday. But he always wins. In this point, she didn't really win. she got smacked around a little bit. She kind of. It was really up to Tony Stark. Tony Stark is the only one that has a W against Thanos, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. But I give it 8.5. Yeah.
yeah. All right. Well, moving on. Moving on. I'm actually surprised that certain people not in this chat right now because I know they were having this debate with in your stream, Pink. John Boyega message to Disney or versus Disney. I didn't want to put versus because I don't even think Disney is even battling this shit.
Yeah, Disney
Um,
down to
Yeah,
it.
yeah. There's no versus at all in this. It's just right is right, wrong is wrong type thing.
Mhm.
I don't even think it's that. I think he just has some gripe with a company, and they're just like, oh, well, okay, well, you can have your gripe, you can have your opinion, but we did it. We're done.
Mm-hmm.
Move on.
Mm-hmm.
So John Boyega went on what was it, GQ magazine,
Yeah, GQ.
um, and made some statements saying that he didn't agree with or he didn't like
Mm-hmm.
um, Marvel's use of his character in the last Star Wars trilogy. Um, Now, I don't know if his fans are really listening to the words he's using, and because some of them have taken it a little bit further than that. They've been saying like, they made him a sideline character, and me as a Star Wars fan, I can tell you that is incorrect. That's not what he's saying. Um, I
Yeah.
think that he's saying he didn't like the way the story arc of his sideline character went. And also, he had a different visual of what his character was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the beginning, yes, they did hype him up a lot,
They did.
especially giving him the lightsaber, doing the promotional stuff with him and the lightsaber. So everybody thought like, oh,
Mhm.
he's the first person of color that we know
Mm-hmm.
that's going to become a Jedi. And that was always questionable. And I think the whole last trilogy was questionable. So I'll leave it to you guys. What do you guys think about these statements?
Okay. I don't think necessarily he was put his character from what I've seen because first of all, let me let y'all know I am not a Star Wars fan.
Me
Um,
neither.
I haven't watched from top to bottom any of the movies, but I've seen snippets of the movies. But from what I've seen as far as I guess you could say promotional, that John's character was out there and stuff like that. But I can understand where he's coming from because, like I said the other day, I can count on one hand how many people of color that's in these movies on one hand. And he just wants more representation. He wants more, and I get it. I get it. Equality, diversity in the movie. I get it. Um, and then too, there's another side of it where some characters has to be well if the story is written a certain way, they need certain characters to play that, or certain actors to play these characters. For example, um, I need a 42-year-old male that's white, to play this person for the story to go, or I need a 19-year-old black man to play this person in this character. So they're staged in these, characters and stuff. But I'm not sure if they're staged that way in this, or these movies, that they need a certain person to play this character. And if they don't, then yes, open it up for others, other people of color to be represented in these movies. Because if it's a fictional story, what does it matter what color they are? Um, Make it, 50-50 across the board. you know, have Asians in this movie, have Latinos in this movie, have shoot black people, more black folks in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I get what he's saying, and I get, I'm glad I'm open that way to know to have both sides of everyone's story, or how how the industry goes, how we feel, how they portray. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad I can kind of decipher and pick that out. Um, but yeah, I'm not mad at John. I'm proud of John for standing up for what he believes in.
Mhm.
Again, I don't think that John is picking a fight. He's just making it known, like, look, y'all gonna have to mix it up a little bit because this ain't it. And I understand that because representation does matter, because they have to understand not only adults are watching this movie, kids are watching this movie, and they would love to see somebody that looks like them in these movies. You know, we were like that. We remember we was kids once too. So our some of our stories that we seen, y'all got to remember we didn't see a lot of people of color. For example, and I know this example's off topic, but Barbie dolls. I didn't see a lot of Barbie dolls that looked like me growing up, so I didn't have that representation. It was only one black doll, one in the the black, or I'm sorry, in the Barbie doll realm. It was only one black Barbie doll, so I only had that one Barbie
Mhm.
doll that represent me. As I got older, I see more and more and more. Cool. Not mad at that.
Something like that.
But that's the same thing with, the
Nikki.
movies. I would love to see more representation in movies for all spectrums of the color line, if you will. Like I said, Asians, more black folks, Latino, um, and just everybody. I need to see that. So I'm not mad at him.
Okay. How about you,
Yes,
Maya? What do you think?
Chrissy. Yes.
What about you?
um, when I read the article, like you said, that some people like misconstrued his words because I seen the movie, but to be honest, I really wasn't paying attention because Star Wars ain't my thing. I was forced to go. All right.
Mhm.
Um, but when I was paying attention to some of the parts, I was like, oh, okay, you know, cool. Like I was like, all right, cool. So they got a black character in here, and they have a Asian character in here. I'm like, hey, I'll give you props. You get a little hand clap. Cool. It's not all white tees. All right, and I don't. I remember seeing, I guess, more of like obviously you're gonna see more of the main characters than you know like a sideline or someone who's not a main character but they fit into the story.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, okay. Like I didn't think nothing much of it. I was like, all right, I'm just happy he's in the movie, for our representation.
Mhm.
Um, but I can see where he's coming from too. The treatment and stuff between like him and I forgot her name. Um, the the other girl. I can't remember her name for the life of me. But um like she had to leave from the scene, not the actual like movie scene,
Mhm.
but she had to leave social media because she was receiving death threats. And
Yeah, ain't that crazy?
yeah, I'm like, over a movie,
Hmm. People just
um a,
take
a,
stuff like
a,
this
a
that serious.
fictional,
Yeah.
right, a
Mhm.
fictional movie. Now we know good and dang well nobody is an actual Jedi. Nobody has the actual
You speak for
lightsaber
yourself.
that can block, freaking plasma red bullets or whatever they be pew pewing. Okay,
Hold on.
we
Wait a
we
minute.
know
Wait a
this.
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Number one,
Green,
I am a
green,
Jedi. Let's not
green,
respect my culture.
green,
Respect my
green.
culture.
I'm talking about the people that are sending this death threats. I'm not talking about you.
Okay. Just saying.
Yeah,
I am a Jedi. Just letting you know that.
I understand that. But what I'm saying is nothing should be that serious to you where you have to send death threat DMs and emails and all that type of stuff to somebody who just like you act like this is their character all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like you act like this is how this person is. Oh, it's like it's just a movie. Just how when people tell us, "Oh, it's just a video game," it's just a movie. Relax, okay? Get your thong out where the sun don't shine, all right, and relax. It's just a movie.
Yeah.
I honestly like. I don't
You know.
understand people, but I don't understand why they do the things that they do, and they feel like it's okay. Cause had it been, let's say, had it been, um, a white tea, you know, everybody like, oh my gosh, y'all need to do right by this person. Y'all need to leave them alone, and blah blah blah. Disney, get your ish together. Da, 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 da.
Mm-mm.
But everybody's like, oh, basically their attitude was just like, oh, you're just a side piece. You don't really matter,
Mm-mm.
and that's not
Mm-mm.
right. You know what
Mm-mm.
I'm saying? Because every character matters in a story. That's why they're there.
Mm-hmm.
So, needless to say,
Get it together.
yeah, pretty much. Get it together.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, y'all ready for my opinion?
Yeah. Oh, here
Okay.
comes rain. I can hear it. I can feel the thunder.
Right.
Hold on.
Right.
Let me take a sip of my drink. We're gonna do this. Let me
Speaking
get
of
my.
which, I had water over here and I just completely neglected it.
Mm, all
He
right.
said, "Let me take a quick sip."
All right. Let's do this first. We'll do it in stages. So I'll read everything in the comment section first, because I see you guys want to make some points and you want my TED talk on this. So let's start with Sage. Sage says, "My thing is, how are y'all going to advertise the movie around his character, but not make him a main?" Well, let me ask you this question. Okay, you ready? You ready?
Mm.
Um, when a James Bond movie comes out, right?
Mm.
And whatever's the leading lady or whatever's the let's stick with the leading lady. Whoever the leading lady is, they always do promotional posters and shit like that for the leading lady. Is the movie about her? No. Is she in there for a long period of time? Not usual. She's usually, eh,
You said, yeah.
yeah. Let's talk about the new James Bond now. The new 007. She's black, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we all thought, oh man, she's James Bond now?
James
Until that
Bond.
trailer came out and clarified it for y'all. No, James Bond, the white man, is still alive and well. She's just taking on the mantle of 007. She has her own name and she does whatever the hell she wants. But this movie that's coming out is about James Bond. That's what Disney did. They said, yes, we're introducing new characters. It's a new trilogy of characters. We have Ray, Finn, and Poe. So we're going to venture that around there. Is the trilogy about Finn? No. It's all about Ray. All about Ray. It's about the Skywalker bloodline. And that's what the all of the Star Wars movies up to this point has been about, is the Skywalker bloodline. So, yeah, they're going to promote it around the side characters because that's what you do. You give everybody shine. Like, that's what you do. Now, I do, to a certain extent, agree with John Boyega about the story arc, because they could have continued this Jedi sort of training with him.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe say, like, at least hint at it or something. Maybe the last movie, when it's all said and done, he asks Ray to take him under his wing to teach him the ways of the Force or something like that. However, even that just didn't go with what the overall premise of everything. Now, I do remember this.
Mm-hmm.
Back when The Force Awakens first came out, there was a criticism. Now, I don't know if it's a large crowd or if it was a small crowd. I know it was a big enough crowd for me to notice. So I'm wondering if maybe Disney saw it too and thought about it, because I noticed they switched up this little part of their story. In the first one, John Boyega's character Finn fell in love with Rey and had a secret desire for Rey, and there was definitely some sort of love connection that Disney wanted to hint at. And I saw where they're on Black Twitter, of course. Um, People were upset about an interracial relationship.
Almost passed out, didn't
And they didn't like the fact that this black man was what's the right word? Swooning, maybe? Swooning over this white woman. Forgetting the fact that these technically aren't human beings. But whatever. They didn't like that, movies were portraying a black man to always want to be with a white woman. And I'm wondering if Disney kind of was like, all right, let's backtrack from that shit because we see that's going to be an issue. And that could be. That could be. They might have saw it, even though the group was probably small. They probably saw it and was like, well, if it's on our radar, then it's probably big enough for us to change. And so the second and third movie, they kind of separated them and did what they wanted to do. Or they might have said, look, there's some more important things that we want to do as far as story-wise. And in order for us to do that, we have to separate Rey and Finn. It's no way around it. It's nothing we can do about it. We have to. At some point, Rey has to be trained to be a Jedi. And Finn can't be there just hugged up on her. Let's put it in perspective. The movie, in between The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, the story is that Rey finally finds Luke Skywalker, who's been in hiding. Spoiler alert for anybody who didn't watch it, but it's been like 5 years. I don't know why y'all haven't watched it. But she finally finds him. Now, this Skywalker at this point is like a lost treasure. So of course she gotta go through her training. Now, to you ladies on the on the podcast right now, if you're going to school, are you bringing your significant other to sit there in your face while you're doing schoolwork?
No.
No. So why would Rey bring Finn to her Jedi training? She wouldn't. So obviously they have to be separated.
Yeah.
But they also gave Finn something else to do. He had an important role. He went to they had a whole casino scene, and that shit felt like it was the whole fucking movie.
Casino?
Yeah, they went to a casino because they had the...
Yeah,
they had the... him and the Asian girl, Rose, I believe. They had to go to this casino in order to find a hacker so that they can hack the defenses and switch. It was the whole thing.
Yeah.
That scene in itself was at least a good 45 minutes. As far as I remember, I remember that being the whole fucking movie. To be honest with you, that shit was long. So, I think the way they set it up was the first movie, Force Awakens, you are introduced to everybody equally. The second movie, because Rey is in training, you have pretty much everyone else getting this movie to themselves. That's including Finn, Poe, Princess Leia, and all the other characters. Their important role is in this set right here. And then the last one, they bring them back, but it's really truly about Rey and that last part, because they had a lot to put in there. So I think they had a lot of information they had to cram into 3 fucking movies. The only thing I can say is maybe they should have added a 4th. And that way it wouldn't have been so crowded. But maybe they had a contractual thing where it had to be 3.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just what it was. And so they had to fit it in 3. Now, going on, Bridge says folks are crazy. How do they feel about the maker of Star Wars being married to a black woman then? They still support this franchise. Yeah, I love it. Fuck it. I have no problem with George Lucas being married to a black woman.
I don't know.
I think it's beautiful.
Have an issue with it in the movie. How do they feel about it?
I mean, that was something they always said, and they keep forgetting that George Lucas was married to a black woman. So I don't know. They're just stupid. And again, those people who are upset about the interracial relationship, um, they clearly weren't Star Wars fans to begin with, so they didn't know anything about George Lucas or about this story or anything like that. It was just the hottest movie, and they just wanted to go see it.
Mm.
Um, Bridge also says, I agree, Sage, it was to show that, look, we can be diverse too. He was a token. Nah, not really. We had great black Jedi's. Samuel L. Jackson played one of the greatest Jedi's. Actually, it said that he was supposedly the most greatest Jedi in the history of Jedi's. Me personally, I don't think that's true. A lot of people don't think that's true. However, as far as movies are concerned, he was definitely one of the best Jedi's out of the movies, at least. Um, and we can't forget the icon of the movie franchise, whether black, white, or whatever. We can't forget, Mr. Billy D. Williams,
A smooth criminal.
Lando Calrissian. We can't forget. Lando is pretty much took the franchise to a whole new heights, and he came back. So I mean, there was other characters, and there was definitely other stories that need to be told. And then if you look at the other series, if you look at the cartoons, if you read the books and things like that, there's definitely more stories out there that you can't just go from just the movie. Let me see. No, they didn't do Billy D. Williams the same. They Billy D. Williams, he made money off of that. We know who Billy D. Williams got to the point where Disney was even thinking about doing a whole movie featuring just Lando Calrissian. We saw Lando Calrissian in the Solo movie. We saw him in the very last of this last trilogy. Um, we saw him in 2 out of the 3 Star Wars movies. So Lando's a big part of the Star Wars thing. Um, and in this one, I think they were just trying to come up with a trio, just like they did with the original. They had Luke, Leia, and Han, and John Boyega's character was just the side character, but he was like the main side character. He was the leading man. But that's hard to, digest because in this trilogy, there was no need for a leading man because the main character was a woman. The story was about this woman and her bloodline. So, I don't know. I get part of it. I get why he would be upset and misunderstanding about it, but I also understand Disney's side too. I don't know. I don't think he should cut ties with Disney. I think they should come together and make another movie. That's what I think.
I don't think he. Well, I don't know. It's crazy. It depends on how the situation goes. Right now, if it's not getting out of control, I don't think he should leave Disney. I mean, it's because I think it's fair for him to stay there and try to push those changes rather than because I feel like if he was to just leave, he would give up the fight, quote unquote.
Yeah.
If he stays in and still voice his opinion about certain things, how he feel and probably he's being a voice for all the people of color that's in Disney, not just Star Wars, but just in general, wanting more people of color to be on the big screen, in that realm or whatnot. Um, so I think he's that voice right now for them. So I don't think he should leave. I think he should, still stay there, continue to, voice his opinion and let them know, like, look, this is what it is. Get yourself together. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah,
And
I
I,
think. Okay.
And I think his character has a story that needs to be told.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And who knows? Maybe they were like, "Yo, we want to continue Finn's story in a different trilogy, and we want to make Finn like the leading role.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's the journey on Finn finally becoming a Jedi. But I mean, we don't know because stories are written every time, man. Like we honestly don't know. We don't know if that's going to be in a cartoon form. We don't know if that's going to be in a comic book form or a graphic novel or anything. We don't know.
Yeah.
These things changes all the time, man. I don't know. I just wanted to bring that attention. I know we had talked about it early in the week, and just thought that's something light. But any other news for you guys? You guys want to talk about?
You know what? I'm just excited and waiting on for the trailer, the Cold War. I'm not about to say all that. You know what? For shits and giggles, I am. Really, Black Ops Cold War. I'm waiting for the
And say
trailer.
that 3 times fast.
Oh no, no,
That's too long.
right? No.
That shit gonna
Um,
take up most of the fucking case.
right. But yeah, let me make it clear. So the trailer for the game campaign has already came out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure you can find it on YouTube. But the trailer for the actual gameplay, the multi-game player, uh, comes out on the 9th. So yes, I cannot wait for that. I really, really want to see that.
Now,
Mhm.
what if you see it and it looks like
You better not.
Black Ops 4
You
hit
better not.
markers and shit, and it looks like it feels just like that shit?
You better not.
Are we sticking with Modern Warfare?
Yeah, you can get damn
I think
Skippy.
we'll be sticking with Modern Warfare regardless. To be
I
honest
think
with you.
so too. Yeah, yeah, I
Um,
think so. Because I mean, with Modern Warfare, I don't know what they did, but they got it together. I tell you that.
that shit is perfect.
Mm-hmm. They got that together. I was like, okay, all right, y'all coming through.
It was not fucking around.
Mm-mm. Not one bit.
Are you getting Cold War, Maya? Good talk. Good talk.
But yeah, you already know I'm definitely gonna get it. So mad at that. I know now. You remember how back in the day, Green, how they had special things to go with um, purchase tiers, if you will, like the $60 is just whatever,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
hundred
yeah, yeah.
and $200 give you a person from the game, the actual real life version person.
Yeah,
But
like when they did the night
the
vision goggles. Yeah,
yeah, like right now or no?
I didn't see anything about it. The only thing I saw was like they did the digital version, the physical version, and like the upgrades for the next gen and stuff like that. But I
Mm-hmm.
didn't see any physical thing that they would come out with. Like I know last Modern Warfare came out with the goggles again, and I think the last one, the one before that, came out with the RC car.
Mm-hmm.
Or was that Black Ops One?
That was which one? It might have been Black Ops One because which one had a campaign that we had to use the goggles a lot? Was that Black Ops?
No, that was Modern Warfare. Because
Okay,
they
so
came out with goggles before that was Modern Warfare. I can't remember which Modern Warfare that was, but it
it
was
was
one of them.
it was so it was Modern Warfare because remember the car came with Black Ops.
Right.
That's what it was. Mm-hmm.
And then they had like a quad drone that came with Black Ops 2. I know that because I got that one.
Okay.
Um, and that was like the last one that I was actually interested in. Um, but I mean, another physical thing would be nice. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what it would be, but
Probably goggles again.
nah, they can't do the goggles twice. They got to do something different. Maybe an RC car again. I wouldn't mind a RC like an RC car with a camera on it.
Cause yeah, isn't it in the? Didn't we see it in the trailer? The car,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, put it in there.
Mhm.
So maybe it's like a high speed RC car with a camera attached to it,
Mm-hmm.
and you can actually upload your footage to like YouTube and stuff like that. Yeah, that would be beast. I wouldn't mind that. That would actually be pretty good.
Yeah.
Now, are they going to do it? I don't know.
Probably not.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, we 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 know that it's coming out Wednesday.
Mhm.
I don't know how they're going to release. Are they doing a special stream maybe? Or are they just dropping
Uh,
the video?
I no, they wouldn't do a stream. They would, but they wouldn't do a stream. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll probably stream it. I don't know if they would actually do gameplay of it. But
Mm-hmm.
they would. I'm pretty sure they would announce it. They would, because they don't want to miss out on that money. Because you got to remember, everything is a money game. So
Yeah. Yeah. True.
if they don't
True.
make the announcement, nobody will know, and then they won't come to the stream to watch. So
Hmm.
That's true. Well, either way, we'll find out Wednesday. A couple more days. We'll be getting hype for the hype train now. I'm going to get it for PS4, but man, it looks good on PlayStation 5. Does it ever look good on PlayStation 5? Jesus Christ. That trailer was, it was nice. It was nice. Very nice. I know PlayStation 5 is supposed to, they've been coming out with a lot of trailers too. Um, so I'm hoping that means they're about to drop the information on the pre-orders. I'm hoping. I'm hoping they do it at least by the end of this month. Like, if they don't do it by the end of this month, they just fucking around at this point.
pretty much.
Because if it's supposed to come out this holiday season, you gotta give people enough time to get that 500, 600, whatever it's gonna be. You gotta give people enough time, man. And 2 months ain't enough. Especially when they just coming out with stories of people getting evicted and shit because of this whole COVID shit.
Mhm.
And you wasting time to. People gotta save up for that, bro. Like,
And
Yeah.
that is true.
I don't know if they was waiting for these COVID checks to come out so they could be like, "Hey, you got $1,000? Buy a
Right,
PlayStation
like,
5."
laying around. Come on.
Yeah,
Like, no, it don't work that way, sir.
they like that's a good business strategy though. I'm not gonna be like, so you just got a COVID check, right? You got 1,000. You got $1,200, bro. You can't drive 500 on your favorite system.
Mhm. Right. You want it.
Well, we'll see. Um, then again, I don't think we're getting that COVID check, but
We gonna
uh,
get it. I have faith.
we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I think that's all I got.
Okay. That's all I got on my little menu.
How about you, Maya?
I don't think I have anything else.
Yep, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, and we didn't even talk about Fortnite. See, Potter didn't even come in, and we didn't even talk about Fortnite. Ain't that a bitch?
Hilarious.
But Potter, if you're listening to the reruns, we miss you in the
Yeah.
chat. But thank you everybody else who's in the chat. Bridge, Sage, Boggs, Otaku Man, Han was in there. RJ was in there. I saw some other people. I can't remember. I'm sorry. Thank you everybody for coming through the chat. We'll be back here next week. Same time, same group. Out here giving you those news stories. Make sure you check out Pinky. Are you doing the stream team tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, so make sure you guys are here tomorrow, 6:00 p.m. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, 6:00 p.m. for Pinky's stream right here on the R1G. Wednesday at 1:00 for Maya. Come back Thursday for KR Bridge stream. Friday for RJ stream. Saturday for my stream, and then we do the whole thing over. Yes.
I think I might do some Fall Guys. I'm into Fall Guys now.
Okay.
Ooh.
Did we do Call of Duty last time?
We did Fall Guys.
Okay. All right, then. Yeah, we'll do all those things this week. Thank you guys once again. Thank you guys for on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts for supporting us and going down.
Thank
Downloading
you.
our podcast every week. listening to our podcast every week. Shout out to Germany. Shout out to Ireland. Shout out to the U.S. Shout out everywhere. Thank you guys for listening to us every week. We appreciate it. I see those numbers. I see those numbers going up. I see
Yeah.
you. Make sure you guys check out gamers.vote. If you're not registered, this is for US. If you are not registered to vote, you can go to gamers.vote now to register to vote. Please hurry up. Election day is coming up soon. If you need to check your registration, also go to gamers.vote. You can check your registration just to make sure that it's good in your area, your county, your city, whatever the case might be. We are partnered with them, so please show them love. They even give you cool stuff to put on your social medias. So go up there and you can get all the cool stuff. Even if you know for a fact that you're registered, still go to gamers.vote. You can get some cool graphics for your social media to show everybody that you have voted, and you can also get the graphic so you can help others know where they can go to register to vote as well. We got new merch. We got color hoodies and color tees with the updated version of the logo.
That purple joint look fire.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you check out those. Those are now on sale. Upgraded green SP shirts and hoodies are upgraded as well. So make sure you go up there. You can get that with the on the front. You have the upgraded logo, and then on the back you have the R1G logo as well as my Twitch channel. So you can tell everybody about me while you are in style, in good fashion. I think that orange hoodie is my favorite. That orange one looks hot.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, y'all. But yeah, let's get out of here. Pinky, you want to lead the way, birthday girl?
I will lead the way. Again, guys, thank you so much for coming out and watching and listening to us, hanging out, giving your opinions on our stories as well. Well, not our stories, but on the stories that we presented to you guys today. It is very much well appreciated. Thank you so much, guys, for listening to us on Spotify and iTunes as well. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, friends. Again, you can check me out here on Twitch. I stream Monday through Friday at 10 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. Uh, Here, my channel name again is Miss Pinky 313. Also, you can catch up with me on my social medias on Instagram at 313 Queen Pinky, Twitter, Miss Pinky 313 Play _ and as well as YouTube 313 Miss Pinky. So watch my videos on there. I'm going to put this new editing software on my computer so I can get those videos out to you very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. And that is all I got. Oh, make sure you keep your hands clean. Wear your mask. It's been y'all been wild this week. I've been seeing y'all out here halfway wearing masks and stuff. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Put that on your nose. Make sure you keep your hand sanitizer on you as well. And that's it for me.
All right, and Maya.
Alrighty, my beautiful and handsome peeps. Sorry, I'm stretching. Thank you guys for coming and showing up and showing out. Thank you for all the interactions. We really appreciate it. Um, yeah, make sure you have a great Sunday. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. That says a lot. And yeah, make sure y'all keep social distancing. Make sure y'all keep little Susie with the mask on. Okay. Make sure she not coughing over people food. All right. And yeah, I think I'm gonna try and get back to streaming this week. I'm gonna try and see how that goes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And once again, AJ has some technical difficulties, but you can catch him out on twitch.tv / King AJ _15. And you can check him out on Twitter, Instagram too, King AJ 15. We know you've been having some issues, AJ. So hopefully you get that stuff fixed.
Mhm.
But I am Greensp once again. Been a good podcast. Nice and short. I like it. Uh, make sure you guys you might be listening to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or YouTube, and I like to let you know it's all done through Anchor. Yes, Anchor. Thank you for the sponsorship.
Yes,
Uh,
appreciate.
you guys will probably hear the commercial, but I did the commercial for Anchor, and it was cool.
Noise.
You know, it feels accomplished. Like I'm a voice actor now. Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
rap dazzle. You better add that to your resume.
Hell yeah.
Everything
so
everything.
so yeah, a little razzle dazzle, a little quick, you know. Pinky can't be the only famous one on this goddamn podcast. Damn it. um, we gotta have at least two superstars. Shit. But damn it, we all superstars, so fuck it.
Right.
Um so yeah, make sure y'all check out Anchor if you're interested in creating your own podcast. Um I think the next week I got some things to think about. My mind is always, going. My wheels are always turning. I'm always thinking about new stuff. Real Ones Gaming Podcast will always be the greatest podcast. Yeah, I'm saying it. The greatest podcast. Damn it.
Okay.
And one day, the money will reflect that. So Spotify, I noticed that you lost the podcast most recently, um, and it seems as though you need money to just throw at someone. We're here, just in
Yes.
case you want to give us that deal.
Yeah.
You can't get a lot, but you can get this podcast.
Mhm. Yep.
So yeah, you know, swing a couple million our way. Hey. Uh, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm thinking about doing some side projects. Thinking about doing I want to do an afterthought kind of with the Real Ones Gaming podcast. Just something like maybe a 30-minute podcast after the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking, wheels are turning. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you guys for coming through. We appreciate each and every one of you. Until next Sunday, guys. Stay real.
Bye, guys.
Bye.